Have you ever tried to pour water into a cup that is already full? It overflows. The liquid spills over the edges, wasted, unable to find a single drop of space to rest. Your mind is that cup. From the moment you wake up, you are pouring. You pour in news, opinions, anxieties, plans, and endless memories. You pile thoughts upon thoughts, beliefs upon beliefs, until your consciousness is crowded, heavy, and exhausted. And then, in the middle of this suffocating clutter, you ask yourself, why can't I think clearly? But clarity is not something you can search for. It is not a new piece of information you can add to your collection. It is not a new thought that will solve all your old thoughts. True clarity is not an addition. It is a subtraction. To see the world as it is, you must first learn the art of emptying the cup. We live in a world that worships accumulation. We are told that to be wise, we must know more. To be successful, we must think more. But the ancient wisdom of the natural world teaches us the opposite. The sky is beautiful, not because of the clouds it holds, but because of its infinite emptiness. The room you're sitting in is useful only because of the empty space within its walls. Without that emptiness, there would be no room for you to exist. Yet, we are terrified of the empty mind. We treat silence as a void that must be filled immediately with noise, distraction, or worry. We have become addicted to our own mental chatter, mistaking the constant movement of thoughts for intelligence. We believe that if we stop thinking, we will cease to exist. But this is the great delusion of the ego. But let us ask ourselves a deeper question. Can you watch your own mind? Take a slow, gentle breath. Let the air fill your lungs and let it go. As you sit here, in this very moment, try to observe the thoughts that are passing through your awareness. Do not try to stop them. Do not try to push them away. And do not hold on to them. Simply watch them. You might notice a thought about what you did yesterday, or a thought about what you must do tomorrow. You might feel a subtle wave of anxiety, or a passing physical sensation. Now, look closely. Who is the one that is watching these thoughts? If you can see the thought, then you are not the thought. You are the space in which the thought appears. You are the silent observer. You are the witness. This is the beginning of meta-cognition, the awareness of your own awareness. When you step back into this witness state, you realize that you do not need to fight your mind to quiet it. You do not need to struggle against yourself. You only need to stand apart from the noise. Imagine a glass of muddy water. If you want to make that water clear, what do? Do you stir it? Do you try to force the dirt to the bottom with your hands? No. If you stir it, you only make it muddier. To make the water clear, you do only one thing. You let it sit still. You leave it alone. The mind is exactly the same. When your thoughts are chaotic, confused, and heavy, the solution is not to think more. The solution is to let the mind sit in absolute stillness. When you stop fighting your thoughts, they naturally begin to settle. The mud sinks to the bottom, and the natural clarity of your consciousness reveals itself. You let it sit still. You leave it alone. Let us practice this stillness together. Release any effort you are making right now. Let your body relax fully. Feel the weight of your shoulders dropping. Release any tightness in your forehead, behind your eyes, and around your mouth. Let the universe support your physical form. You do not need to hold yourself up. Now, bring your focus to the natural flow of your breath. Watch the cold air enter. Feel the warm air leave. Can you feel the silent gap between your last thought and your next one? In that tiny interval, there is no name, no past, no future, and no problems. There is only pure, spacious presence. It is a moment of perfect emptiness, and in that emptiness lies the highest clarity. As you rest in this gap, feel your individual awareness beginning to expand outward. The boundaries of your ego, the limits of your personal story, start to dissolve. You are no longer just a person trying to think. You are the silent space of the universe itself, observing life. The stars move through the deep emptiness of space without friction. The wind sweeps across the open fields without resistance. The rivers flow into the ocean without struggle. They are all guided by a quiet, silent intelligence that does not need words, concepts, or overthinking. When you empty your mind, you align yourself with this cosmic intelligence. You touch the highest energy of the universe, the quiet vibration of pure being. You realize that clear thinking is not a process of building complex mental structures, but of returning to the primordial silence from which all true creativity and wisdom arise. In this space of deep, quiet awareness, there are no enemies, no conflicts, and no regrets. The past is gone. It cannot touch this silence. The future is an unwritten sky. You are here, whole, and completely free. Whenever you feel overwhelmed by the noise of the world, remember that the sanctuary of the empty cup is always within you. You do not need to seek clarity. You only need to stop filling the space. You do not need to search for peace. You only need to step back and watch the storm pass. Let the thoughts go. Let the space expand. Stay in this pristine stillness. Let the silence speak.